Every era has influential and imaginative artists, and one of the most remarkable artists of the 16th century was Spanish painter Diego Velazquez. Born in Seville, Spain, he later moved to Madrid, where he became one of the court artists to the Spanish throne. In his lifetime, Velazquez created an incredible number of paintings that range between 110 and 120. I'm standing outside the Diego Velazquez art studio that recently opened up. Shall we take a look at a few of his works? Let's go. Let's take a look at our first piece, entitled Las Meninas.
Titled Las Meninas and painted in 1656, this piece is a snapshot of the Spanish court showing all of the figures distracted and preoccupied with their royal duties. The central person in this piece appears to be the young Infanta Margaret Teresa. Her meninas or attendants are painted beside her. A dog, dwarf, and midget are also included. The artist even decided to include himself. However, what's surprising is that the king and queen are painted in the background, reflected off the hazy mirror.
Now take note that not only did Velazquez paint dramatic situational art, he also painted several portraits of royalty, as you can tell by this painting.
Velazquez painted King Philip IV of Spain many times before. However, this piece is unique. Also called the Fraga Philip, this piece depicts the king leading his troops into battle. The reproduction of the king's attire reveals the artist's great skill at detail. The king is always identifiable through his Habsburg jaw, supposedly through generations of familial inbreeding, but the focus of this piece is Philip's clothing, as it highlights the king's authority. King Philip IV is depicted with a staff, which represents power, and is shown holding his hat at his waistline, which symbolizes formality and courtesy. Let's move on to the next piece.
The next piece by Velazquez we will look at is known as The Surrender of Breda.
This beautiful and dramatic painting depicts the capture of Breda in 1625, which was one of the great successes by the Spanish forces. The Spanish are shown on the right in an organized force, gracious of their victory. The Dutch, however, are on the left, disorganized and distraught by their loss, and surrender with a dejected atmosphere throughout the motley-looking crew. The graphic background displays the siege town that led to the eventual victory, and the beautiful landscape creates almost a sfumato feel. In contrast to this destruction, this helps reveal Velazquez's opinion on warfare as he made the sky shine down on the beautiful mountainous and untouched terrain.
This next piece is an interesting one, and actually one of my favorites.
The Water Carrier of Seville by Diego Velazquez is a very interesting and enigmatic piece due to the obscurity and the intense use of chiaroscuro and the extreme use of light play. This is one of Velazquez's earlier works, and it reveals the use of Caravaggio's tenebrism. This piece also shows an aged man standing next to a heavy-looking jug, most likely used to carry water, serving a small boy water served with figs, revealing an old Spanish tradition, which he probably just poured from the aforementioned jug. There's a third figure in the background, and the figure appears to be two-dimensional in comparison to the three-dimensional boy and the man, and the shadowing which helps to justify all of this. This third entity has almost indistinguishable features and adds a sense of mystery to the painting, making this puzzling piece one of my favorites.
Okay, good. That was an interesting walk through the works of Diego Velazquez. Thank you for accompanying me on the journey as we explore the different works that Velazquez left behind for generations upon generations to marvel at, and even to be puzzled by a few, such as the Water Carrier from Seville. Goodbye for now, or as they say in Seville, ciao.